like flopping around or what?
It's on when you're ready.
What are we supposed to be doing? Just look like we're working?
Why do we gotta have
Real Anchorman vibes right now for
yeah?
sure. Yeah.
Sweet, that's what we're going for.
What are you trying to pull us?
Okay. Okay, can you pull up the Google Doc?
Just a Google Doc?
No, our Google Doc. Not a Google Doc. The Google Doc. Okay, now we're down to 5 minutes. Don't stress. You still holding tight there?
Yep.
Maybe we should get the gimbal. You know how to use it now, right?
Muscle memories.
Okay,
I haven't played with it.
better than me.
I know how to level it and get that, which is what
They've got a 5-minute row,
no,
Max.
my issue was that it was too big.
No, yeah,
It was
but
too big.
you needed to recalibrate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my with this case on it was too big. My phone was too big.
Yeah, that's why
It
you
was
need to
clipping.
recalibrate it.
Yeah, but I
Before
got to
that
take the
big
case off.
This is excellent B-roll.
You do
Doesn't
with
fit.
that.
Doesn't fit.
You do it that. It does fit. You had to adjust the sides. He showed me how to.
Yeah, I know,
adjust.
but mine, I'm at the maximal level.
No.
It hits it. I'll show
Speak
you
with
one.
your hands. Keep talking with your hands.
I'll
This is
show you
good
one.
B-roll for
All
later.
right, hey, so
Which
we're here.
Google Doc you want me to pull up?
The December one. What we're doing right now. The
So
program.
that's a Google Drive.
It's actually, Google Drive is where you go and get it.
Yeah.
It's inside of Google Docs.
Yeah. Go to Google Drive. Here we go.
So, okay, and then that's a Google Doc.
Yeah. Which one? Mine?
Yeah, get your own. Why not? You got that. You got that luxury life. Might as well get it. All right. So hey, we're gonna talk about the month. We're gonna talk about the monthly program here and kind of the objective of week to week. So the first thing that we're gonna look at is kind of the overall strength work that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna look at kind of the objective of our gymnastics, and then we'll talk about kind of the auxiliary stuff that we're doing. The main focus here that we want to look at is that each week we're going to go by, what are we doing here? We're going by 2s, 3s? Oh, we're
So
snatching?
raising looks like.
Oof, okay. So for the class, we're going to start off with pressing. We're going to go up to a 2-rep max, RFH, real fucking heavy. And then we're going to have a drop set. So if you wanted to, you can think of it like a conjugate system or going heavy and then dropping for speed of the barbell. What do you think about the drop sets?
Drop sets are gnarly.
And then
you think you're done? You think you're done, and then you got a 12-rep drop set, 70%. So you're not done.
And I feel like something went wrong because we talked about reverse periodization, the last week being the easiest. And each week in this program, we go 12, we go 15 reps, and then the last week we do 20 reps. But I do feel like the volume with the extra work starts dropping off. So right now we have like 9 pieces or 6 pieces for a day, and then by the end of it, it's down to like 3 or 5 pieces. So that's how we find our recovery. With the strength stuff, we're gonna do some drop sets too. So we go up like for a heavy triple, and then we go down to an EMOM singles, working our
So
way
it starts
up.
with every 2 minute for the triples, and then it drops to every minute for 7 singles. Yeah, classic barbell conditioning.
Okay, someone's not happy with our barbell. And then, someone
Never
didn't really want to look at this, huh?
Remember in regionals when they called me a barbell specialist?
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like this, when
Someone
they said
didn't
that.
their fucking
When they said that. That was me. Oh, God. All right.
I mean, they think that because of the amount of barbell we're doing and my skill on the barbell. They see my cycle rate, they see my cycle time, they see my skill on the barbell, they say, oh, that's a specialist.
It must have been like the hair, they got you confused with someone else of the times. All right, and then we're gonna what? We're gonna look at our gymnastics. So our gymnastics is actually all gonna be on like an interval base on having to grab big volume in a small amount of time and actually learning how to use the clock. So each week you're gonna see some type of interval work of 90 or 60 seconds, and then you're gonna see only 1 to 2 exercises that are gonna be like power output, chest to bars, pull-ups, burpees, things of that nature.
Should these be, so you have a 60 on, 30 seconds off. Should these be full max out for 60 seconds? So you're seeing a huge diminish on these 60-second pushes. So the first 60, you know, it's possible to get on chest to bar pull-ups, you know, over 60 reps. Are you looking for a complete max out, or are you looking for a consistent, hit a certain rep range and then shut it down?
So for
A true max out.
kids that are going for big sets, right? So if you're trying to get like 20, 15, 30, 60 today, you have to actually do it in one set, right? But those that are only able to do 1, 3 at a time, you guys are gonna break them up and you're gonna start learning how to do 1 every 10 seconds or 3 every 30 seconds, something like that. I was gonna say some shit like that. So that way
you didn't.
you did. So that way you can actually work on the volume of it in a conditioning format versus the volume of an intensity format.
So you're looking. I don't know that I got an answer to my question.
No. So like someone like yourself.
Yeah. So you want 60 in the minute, and then another full max out, whatever I can get. Another
just let it
full
bleed.
max out. Let it bleed. Yeah.
But someone like myself with no elbows.
Brain matter.
Yeah,
on
just
the wall.
full on pink mist, right?
Yeah.
But me with no elbows, I'm doing 2 every 10 seconds or 2 every 20 seconds for 60 seconds.
So that's going to diminish too.
Yeah.
So you want the diminishing. You want
Ideally.
a full,
I mean, I'm not that out of shape, but yes. it
full
will
effort
diminish.
every time.
Correct.
Full effort.
For like,
Can't lose.
so open effort versus conditioning effort.
Right. Exactly.
And then what else we got here? We got some core work, and then for the auxiliary conditioning wise, we're going to be focusing on what's at the top here. What do we got here at the top of this conditioning? Oof, are your arms getting tired? I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to get you a stand.
It's shaking.
So we got a little warm up and cool down. If you're doing your conditioning track or your gymnastics track or weightlifting track post workout, then don't worry about the extra warm up. If you are not and you're doing it first, remember you got to do the class warm up and then you jump in. Just remember there's warm ups in here, so make sure you guys get those in. And then at the same time, we're working on high intensity with somewhere in between 5 to about 15 to 20 minutes duration. So being able to do something pretty high intensive for a long time. So it's not going to be like a 90% output, it's going to be more like an 80 or 60% output.
So you do want the warm-ups before these conditioning pieces. Because sometimes we're like shotgun start, you go straight into it, roll out of bed with that morning wood, you go right into the piece, or sometimes you do like Wes and you're in here dicking around for 15 minutes.
I would say like somewhere in between.
Asanas,
Somewhere in between. Somewhere where it's a little less romanticizing in the morning.
Okay.
And a little bit more
Like a 5 minute.
Eager to get going. So that's about it. That's all we're going to really talk about in the sense of our program before Wes's arms fall off.
Great.